Hello everyone, it's me, I'm Pixel, and there's a certain owl here with me.
Oh, me?
Yes. One
Yes,
of us
yes,
is
it's
secretly
me.
an
Hi,
owl,
I'm an owl.
but not even that secretly.
Yeah, I'm not secretly an owl. I am an owl. Hi.
Okay.
I'm Offie, and I'm very excited as always.
Yes.
The only live where I haven't said this is when Sakutaro died and Ninja got really depressed.
Yes.
Let's go.
Of course. You know, I want to say something before we start, because I wanted to write that to you, but I said, fuck it, I'm gonna say it live because I can. And
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Hi Astra, hello. I don't know how you will react to this, but it's okay. I've come to really appreciate these Mondays because I really enjoy whenever we stream and play this game, especially with you here as well. That's it.
Thank you. That's nice.
That's all.
Yay! No,
Okay.
I'm glad.
Okay, no. Usually you cannot take a single compliment. So I said maybe she won't. I don't know. She'll react.
No, thank you. And my genuine reaction, like,
Yeah. Okay, as usual.
Thank you.
As usual.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it.
Yes. Yes. No, I'm glad. I'm glad.
That's good. That's good.
I'm glad you haven't changed your mind yet.
I mean, at this point, I'm on the ride. I need to see where it goes. Also, I've gone crazy 2 days to find a town. So, you know, at this point, I need to go where the heck that goes.
Perfection.
By
Let's
the
go.
way,
Let's start.
as the title says, last time Kinzo woke up and chose violence, so people got killed
everyone.
in a random way because Kinzo said, "You know what? Fuck it."
And also, we got Gap.
Yeah, there was also Gap.
Because the characters were so few.
Yeah, there were not enough people, so I said, "You know what? Let's select someone else." And there's still like half a page of stuff to fill up, so you know, that all that space is gonna fill up, isn't it?
Yes.
Of course.
In some way, shape, or form. Yes.
Probably not everything in questions. Maybe something in answer as well.
A lot is in answer.
Okay.
A lot is in answer.
I could expect that because I thought I thought some of the stuff is gonna be in answer, so I said maybe at the end of question it's not gonna get filled up probably. Okay, let's start.
No, I was thinking while you're loading, I think I excluded from my last count of characters that are gonna be added in answer. I accidentally excluded 2 characters because I hate them.
Of course. Accidentally, in quotes.
Accidentally. No, I thought about them right now. So maybe
I accidentally forgot that these 2 characters I ate exist. So accidentally, emphasis on accidentally.
Accidental. It was an accident.
No,
I swear it was an accident.
Anyway.
No. They do serve a very important purpose.
I know. I'm joking.
Like
I'm joking.
Oh well.
I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Okay, so Kinzo killed people with his... we discovered several things. Kinzo is a summoner, so it's very strong at that, but cannot do anything else, magic-wise.
Yes.
But it's very, 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 very
good at summoning.
Good at doing that. He can do one thing,
and also,
but very good.
His sorcerer name is Goldsmith.
Goldsmith. So the name, they said it's sorcerer for male, not wizard
sorcerer,
or anything else. Sorcerer.
No, sorcerer.
Instead of witch, it's sorcerer. Okay. And they also said that what was the part of the month? Summer's
Arithmetic miracles. His magic companion
yeah.
is unique. Basically, his magic is based on bets. Bets
yeah.
is like a mathematical
Probability.
calculations.
Yes. There was all the talking about probability, and you have to bet, and the more you bet, the higher the results, and all of that stuff.
The riskier the bet, the higher the result.
Yes. Okay. So.
付きまとわれればしつこいことこの上なき男も舞台の上ではこれほどまでに映えるというのか。
くそ、相変わらず黒い殺し方ばかりしやがって頭部半壊だ。てめえら魔女ども悪魔どもの悪趣味には相変わらずうんざりさせられるぜ。
As I said to you last time, I wanted to specify this. If Butter would be smart, there is an easy solution for this. Because we know that Kinzo's the culprit, so just say, yeah, Kinzo did that. And about magic, about witches, well, Kinzo... A witch is defined by also being a woman. A female, a girl, whatever. Okay? Kinzo is not any of that, so a witch didn't do that.
But Butler is stupid.
And if you ask me how, and I don't have to explain that. I just have to say that he did it, so you didn't do it. So no witches. Problem solved.
No witches.
頭部半壊。なるほど。
Ah, yeah, there was talking about this machine, half of their heads, like in chapter 1.
これまでのゲームで
Nope.
一番理想的な殺し方がこれだと気づいた
In
わけ
chapter 1, Beato made a mistake. In chapter 1, Beato destroyed their heads.
There was
completely.
someone with
Their
a
faces completely.
a face destroyed. Someone.
Not in chapter 1. It was, I think the emphasis was in chapter 2 when they were saying, oh, yeah, you did that so that we can recognize them. So right now she did smash half of their heads. So they're definitely dead, but you can recognize them.
Yes, yes, yes.
このひでえ殺し方がどう理想的だってんだ。
Oh, there she is.
理想的じゃない
She's here as well, of course.
一番最
Of
初
course.
のゲームを思い出してみるといい
There we go.
お前はさっき登場しやがった新しい悪魔とかいうやつか。くそ、また魔女の侵食が進んでろくでもないやつが増えたというわけなのか。
Yes.
Yes. The more the witch's corrosion advances, the more Kenjima tilts towards the spirit world. That's why strange, insane people keep appearing one by one.
Strange, insane people.
Insane people.
This is me when I have work and again absurd requests. That's why strange, insane people keep appearing one by one.
I'm gonna make a screenshot and send it to you.
Please, thank you. I will use it every time there's someone that asks a stupid question at work. Okay. Okay.
This island has been closed off by the typhoon, so no human can leave it, much less appear as a new character to increase their numbers. But the more the corrosion advances, the more witches and demons can appear without limit, increasing one by one. By now, there might be more demons than humans among the characters appearing in this insane tale.
Yes.
Definitely. Their numbers might be the thing that represents this mad corrosion. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. And the corrosion hasn't just affected the number of people, but apparently their fashion sense as well.
I mean, this girl's going commando, so yeah.
If the corrosion advances any further and even more weird people appear, just what in the world will they be wearing?
For those who doesn't know, going commando is when you don't have undergarments, let's say. She's definitely isn't wearing anything under the dress.
Nope, zero. It's so scary, I can't imagine.
Be without undergarments.
Seriously, give me a break. Games, take it in. Don't make these weird guys increasing numbers anymore.
そうはいかんぞ。まだまだ増やすぞ。
So, I have a question. Because Gap hasn't been summoned by Beatrice, she has been summoned by Kinzo. So, here is... What is going on here now?
Technically, Beatrice is still the master of the game. So Beatrice
Yes.
summoned Gap as a piece. And she just summoned her, basically.
I thought Beatrice couldn't summon Gap. Because last time they said that not even Beatrice could summon her and all that stuff.
Was it written in red?
No, but I mean,
Don't believe that.
there was no reason for saying that, for not believing in that. I mean, I know that everything that
Honestly,
is said in red is true, but the opposite doesn't count. I mean, but the opposite is...
They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, so...
Okay, honestly, I think that this would make sense because if the corrosion advances, Beatrice acquires more power, so she can do stuff, right?
So she's stronger now than she was,
would make
than she has
sense.
been before.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely stronger between chapters.
Okay.
人間どもの語るクローズドサークルなる間抜けなルールをわらわがいくらでも怪我してやろうぞ。よく来たな、ガープよ。お久しぶりね、リーチェ。
Arice, okay.
お元気だった？
It's a cute way to call her.
あなた若返った？私が知ってる頃より2、300歳は若々しいわ。ああ、なるほど。
The demon grandfather is summoned. Okay, no. Well, but
So, she has been summoned by him, see?
I wonder if this is just Butler saying, "Oh, yeah, I mean, grandfather did it," but I have my doubts because Kinzo is still a game piece inside of Beatrice's,
Yeah, that's what I was
chessboard.
wondering. That's what I was wondering as well. But maybe...
Kinzo does not have access to the outer layer of,
Yeah.
of the chessboard.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that Gap was actually summoned by Beatrice.
But maybe Kinzo doesn't have access, but Gap have access? I mean, she's a demon after all.
I mean, maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
Maybe she's just there because she appeared in the game, and being a demon, so hence being magic, she can go in and out whenever she wants.
She pleases. Could be. Just like Virgilia.
I mean,
in a way.
they made her sound like a very, very strong demon, so it could be. I mean,
she's extremely
I mean,
powerful.
Ronove can
I
do
can
that,
confirm.
and Ronove is just there
Yeah.
to Ronove is just there to do whatever the fuck he
Serve you.
wants. So Ronove is there in spite of everything. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It-
Yeah. Let's leave it at that. I do have another explanation, but I can't say it. That's
Okay.
a little bit too advanced.
Okay.
For now. The demon grandfather at summoned and introduced as Gap took a glance at me then grinned as though she'd figured something out on her own.
I have one question I was thinking. Okay, the Chester sisters are the bunnies. And then there's Sakutaro who's the plushie, there's the stakes. What is she? What's Gap? What item? Are we gonna know? Or...
Honestly,
I mean, it's not necessarily it's not necessary for the game, but I'm just curious.
no, honestly, I don't remember because I do have an explanation, but again, it's I'm going a little bit too far, so
That's okay.
Probably I'm forgetting about the
You don't
step before that.
you don't have to answer. I was just wondering.
No, you were curious. If I knew, I would have told you.
That's okay.
That smile felt openly
Obscene. I was wondering if we'd read this.
obscene. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
レアとの友人らしいな。ってことは輪をかけてろくでもねえやつってわけだ。しかしクローズドサークルがなんとかって言ってやがったが。
今の六軒島のような外界から断絶された場所で起こる連続殺人ミステリーは外界からの断絶、つまりは閉じられた。
Andrew, don't miss.
So
Yes.
Knives Out 2 is a nice is a closed circle.
What is a closed circle?
Knives Out.
Yes.
Have you-
The second one,
The second one, yes.
not the first one. Yes, I've seen Knives Out, and I love
No, the
those.
second one.
Those two movies are amazing, and I love them.
Are amazing. Yes.
Yes, I
just
love.
saw the
I
second one,
love
I've
those
seen the
movies.
first one.
And I love the detective
Amazing
also.
ones.
I love the detective. He's
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
The first one is basically Clue. Cluedo.
Yeah,
It's
Cluedo.
called Clue
Yes.
in the original name.
English.
It's literally based on that. And there's even the strange character like in the game and all of that. The second one is probably even better because there's a lot of stuff. You know that there's a third one.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I
that
haven't
one,
seen
though.
that as well, but I wanna watch it. I love that.
Same.
I love those two movies. Those two, they're amazing. By the way,
故に登場人物と容疑者は限定されるのが一般的。
we're not blank. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
にもかかわらず、新しい容疑者候補が次々に輪の外から追加されていくのはミ
It's
ステリーの作法に反する。
Oh my god, it starts from here.
okay. Also, I think Knives Out is very heavily inspired by Poirot. Probably.
Oh, I see.
I think. Yeah, I bet it's gonna be good as well. I hope at least it's good as well, the first two.
つまり人間とミステリーに対する魔女の冒涜ってつもりなんでしょう。
I mean, she's saying that this is fantasy, not mystery.
Yeah.
あなたがグレーテル？なるほど。賢い子みたいね。そういう子は好きよ。舌が甘くてとろけるから。食悪い。冗談はふくらかにしておいて。
Go into.
Oh, keep
my
the joke to your.
God.
Oh.
デビリッシュプリティの最新作、ジャック・ザ・リッパー・クリスマス・ブラッド。
Eh?
This is a Lolita reference. So there's a brand that's called Angelic Pretty.
Ah, this is our all. It's basically clothes brands.
人間界の田舎娘には理解できないセンスでごめんね。通気性がいいのだけは理解できたわ。
Ah, well, that's that's real.
ついでに頭にも切れ目を入れたら
To the head part.
脳みその通気性も良くなるわ。
Oh.
ガープは魔界の流行にいつも敏感で。
Enjoy on fire.
し かし今年の流行りも実に大胆だ。
Ah, so like the fashion of the spirit world, it's basically a pun on other real brands. I see.
わらわも一度ぜひ取り寄せてみるとしよう。
No, you look amazing in that, Beatrice.
リーチェにはアリグレがおすすめね。アリス&ザ・グレーブヤード。今度一緒に
This one I don't know.
666にお洋服見に行きましょうよ。
Uh,
It's the building.
is it like the Shibuya parody?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Is that how it is? Okay.
たまには魔界にもいらっしゃいな。このゲームを終えたらぜひそうしようぜ。それにしてもリーチェの対戦相手のお二人はなかなか可愛いわ。この子なら頭部半壊死体にどういう意味があるかさわかる？お嬢ちゃん。
さっきこいつは一番どういう意味だ？
See the first game.
But
言葉通りの
please.
一番最初のゲームの第一の番を大人たちの死体が魔法陣の描かれた演技覚えてる？
Episode 1, The First Twilight. Kraus, Rudolph, Kyrie, Rosa, Shannon, and Goda. All 6 of them had their heads pulverized and died.
あの時あそこには2種類。それは顔面を粉砕された死体と
Ah,
側面を粉
so
砕
we
さ
were,
れた死
we
体
were
の
both
2
right.
種類。
Yeah, I remember someone without their face.
そうだ。顔面粉砕はルドルフ、キリエ、ロー
I
ズ、
forgot about this,
ゴ
sorry.
ーダの側頭部粉砕はクラウス、シャノンの2人だ。わらわもあの時点では気まぐれに生み出したにより残忍な死体である前者の方がわらわにとってむしろ不利。
ベアトにとって
Yeah, because they couldn't be possible to recognize, and it could have been anyone.
Yes.
そうか、そういうことか。
That's right. The smashed faces might look atrocious, but that made it hard to confirm the identity of each person. For example, at the time, Uncle Krause and Shannon-chan had their head half smashed. That alone was atrocious enough, but because half of their faces remained, it was easy to confirm their identities. But Dad and the other 3 were different. Because his face had been completely destroyed, even I, as his son, could only guess by inference that he had to be dead because of his clothes and the like. Got it. In short, it remained vague until the end whether there really had been Dad's corpse.
Yes, exactly.
第一のゲームの時にももしも推理バトルが行われてた
Like the same reasoning they have done for when they found Kinzo's burned body, because it could have been anyone since couldn't be recognized.
Yeah, even though it was harder because of this his polyductility.
Yeah, but I mean it's
Harder, but not impossible.
not impossible. Yes, exactly.
俺は多分親父たちの死体を本人確認不能のため偽装死体の可能性もあると主張していたかもしれない。
Yeah.
何しろあのゲームの時にはベアとは一切
お上手よ。
Red wasn't still a thing.
それです
Wasn't a thing already.
偽装師はミステリーの基本の一つ。たとえ医者に検証させたとしても犯人とグルを疑われればその結果は信用できない。
Yes, but also okay, Nanjo's a doctor, but it's there. God no, really doesn't have really any way of knowing if a corpse have no face. So
つまり確実な死を保証できない死体は常に魔女サイドを不利にするということ。
あらゆる死体について偽装死を疑いその後の事件の犯人に想定することができる。バトラの嫌う手だけど魔女に対する最も初歩的な一手ね。
But I love this
Ah, so
soundtrack.
yeah, this one's amazing.
だからベアとは赤き真実で完璧な検証を行うようになったんだ。
そういうこと。本来ならばこのわらわはすぐにでも赤き真実にてこの度の6人の死亡を確定させるところで、しかし知っての通り今回のわらわの戦法はこれまでとは正反対の赤き真実の兵糧攻めといったところ、そなたが反撃の拠り所にしようとする以上、必要最低限の赤にてたった一箇所だけほころびさせればいい。つまりわらわは究極的に言えばそなたのあらゆる密室の推理にそのうちの一つをたった一回の赤き真実にて
散々俺をいたぶってきやがったくせに、俺が反撃に使い出したら今度は引っ込めやがったってわけだ。ふざけやがってよ。
My price gets more and more unhinged. Yes, and you haven't seen the most unhinged.
とにかく赤を使いたくない。けちりたい。バトラをいじめてやりたい。しかし赤を使わずに確実なる死を保証するにはどうすればよいのか。わらわは悩みに悩んだわ。そのアイデアをガープがくれた。実に簡単な方。
Which
当
is?
たり前なことを言ったらリーチがひらめ。私は誰にでも容易に身元の判別と完全なる死が理解できる死体を用意すればいいと言っただけ。
Particularly in a paper tiger. Corpses whose identity could be distinguished as and whose complete death would be understood. Ah,
I mean,
yeah.
if someone has half
Half
of
of
their
it
head,
gone. Yes, of course. You are pretty dead if that happens.
yes.
身元の
Yeah.
判別に必要な顔と完全なる死の象徴である魂の器たる頭部の粉砕。
I mean, yeah. If someone had like let's say someone would have been dead by poison, maybe it's not really dead. It could
Yeah,
be
you could.
like them in a coma for like 2 hours and then wake up. That's what I mean. That's what I
Romeo and
meant.
Juliet style.
Yeah.
この2つを左右ぴったりきれいに合体させたらあら不思議。この頭部半壊死体がパーフェクトであるという答えが出たわけ。
お前絶対2食パンとか2食アイスが好きだろ。欲張りな子供市民丸出しだぜ。
いずれにせよ、たとえ頭部が反壊していたとしても現時点では彼らが死んだとみなすべきではないわ。
NJ, okay, but how?
分かってる。ベアとがもったいぶって赤での宣言を拒む以上、
Ah, okay.
全ては疑ってか。もちろんシエスタの太もも姉ちゃんたちの魔法殺人だって鵜呑みには絶対しねえぜ。
本当に慎重に。最初のゲームの頃だったなら何でもかんでも鵜呑みにしてくれていたの。
公的種はこうでなくては面白くない。今は赤がないことを幸いに自由な想像を広げ好きに推理を重ねるが一番最後に一番おいしいところでバッサリと赤き真実にて叩き切ってくれようぞ。
Okay.
This is the most uneventful first Twilight.
Uneventful.
Yeah, as in for the outside of the chessboard. In the first 3 games, Butler would be so worked up that he
yeah.
spouted a lot of things, but with Angel by its side, is like
Yeah.
way more quiet. Silent.
So this was Rosa. Okay.
Rosa. Black. Cold. Painful. Rosa regained consciousness bit by bit.
Oh yeah, she wasn't dead. Sadly enough.
And the first thing she thought was that it would have been better if she hadn't. After all, with her body this cold and hurting, the pain grew the more her consciousness returned. It felt like she's been sleeping on ice-cold marble in the darkness, lying face down for a long time. This is why I always tell myself, even if it's just for a nap, I've got to at least grab a sofa. I know that if I naively try to close my eyes for just a second and end up sleeping on the floor or in the study chair, it will hurt my body later and make things difficult. Since I slept on such a cold and hard floor, even my bones are ice cold. Since I slept on such a hard and cold floor, the half of my face pressed down against it hurt a lot. If I were to look in a mirror right now, I'm sure I'd see an embarrassing mark. I didn't think that just rubbing it would make that mark disappear. But I stroked the hurting side of my face anyway, trying to smooth it over.
What?
Are you sure that Rosa wasn't dead?
I don't remember.
wonder
I thought
where this is.
I thought Rosa was. Wait, it's easy to
Alright.
check, but because I don't really. Doesn't say.
Oh, we don't know anyone. Oh, right, because Beatrice didn't announce it in red, so it's.
Okay, but was Rosa's dead or not? I honestly don't remember because I'm not sure. I thought Rosa was.
I think. No, I think Rosa was dead.
Rosa was dead.
think.
I honestly don't remember if it was her or someone else. Because I honestly
let me-
remember. Oh, hey, it did not kill all his sons, Kinzo. And I was expecting him to do
wait.
it. And I don't remember if it was Rosa or someone
No,
else.
Kraus is alive. I'm
Kraus?
sure.
Kraus is alive?
is 100% alive. First Twilight. That's.
I do not really remember. I have to be honest. I remember Rudolph and Kyrie dead. Pretty sure.
Wait.
It's 6 of them.
Yes.
There
First
was
Twilight.
Goda is dead because he tried to escape. And there's Genji, who is also dead.
Oh. I'm gonna. Okay. Rudolph, Kyrie, Rosa, Eva, Hideyoshi, and Genji.
Okay, so Rosa's dead. Okay.
Rosa is dead.
Okay.
Rudolph was 100% alive. I remember that. So Rosa is dead? Question mark.
Yeah.
I wonder where this is.
This is
I thought
the
it was pitch black.
outer layer or the tea witch's tea party.
The tea room. Yes. I thought it was pitch black, but it looks like it isn't. After all, I can faintly see my own body. Without a doubt, there was some source of light. But even if I looked up at the ceiling, or else the sky, there was only an expanse of blackness, and I couldn't see a proper light. My body alone was lightly lit, whereas everything else was sunk in darkness. That's what this world was like. It was almost as though Rosa alone had been abandoned in a forgotten world. As her mind grew clearer, she started getting nervous about why she was all alone in a lonely place like this.
Is this the moment where I have to get the popcorns?
Yes.
Yes.
When she was about to call out, asking if anyone was there, she heard the
Patter.
bleep,
Ah,
bleep.
oh.
Oh, of footsteps coming towards her. They were light footsteps, so she thought it was probably a kid.
I wonder who's gonna be.
Oh, that
We
is-
know like one kid, so
She didn't sense anything disturbing, so she wasn't afraid. Oh, Rosa.
yeah.
But they also weren't Maria's
Oh,
footsteps.
okay.
So, wondering who in the world would be in a darkness like this, she stared in the direction of the footsteps were coming from. As she did, a faint, approaching silhouette came into view.
Oh!
Oh right! Oh my god, I forgot. It looked like a child much younger than Maria. Who is it?
It's the one you killed, bitch.
I don't know this kid. But the expression on his face was like a lost child separated from his parents. As a parent with a daughter herself, Rosa felt as though her chest had been torn apart.
Mm-hmm.
The instant the kid murmured that infantile word, she felt pain in the half of her face that had started hurting from the cold floor, as though it had been pierced by long, thin, hard needles.
So she's like, the part of her face that it's missing, it's hurting or something like that.
Yeah. Without thinking, she pressed her hand against the side side of her
Okay,
face.
I bet it's not gonna be there.
大丈夫？まだ痛い？ありがとう、僕。ここはどこ？すごく寒いわ。こっちへ来て、ここにいちゃいけない。
The child took my other hand and pulled it with a grim expression on his face. Rosa didn't have a clue what was going on. However, a single honest expression on a child can often tell the truth better than 100 words from an adult. She didn't know the situation, but even so, she dashed along with him, still being pulled. But this was a world where nothing could be seen in the darkness except for their own forms. It didn't even really feel like she was moving forwards. Even though she was running, she couldn't even feel any wind. It was as though she was still inside a nightmare, that kind of unreal sensation. So even though I ran, I couldn't maintain my sense of balance and my legs got tangled and I fell. Even if a world that didn't feel real, the pain of smashing my face against the cold, hard floor was reality itself.
You mean out of your face?
大丈夫？ごめんなさいね。頭が痛むの。
When the kid said that infantile word, would you? Pain like being struck with needles ran through my head again.
Why is that happening?
Even though it had only happened twice, I was somehow able to understand that the child's word was the cause of my pain. So I said so frankly.
ごめんなさい。うりゅうという口癖をうりゅう。
There we go.
ちょっと、やめてって言ってるでしょ。ごめんなさい。
Oh.
I had the feeling that this child's apology caused a sharp pain in my forehead this time. What is this child? I know there's no malice in him, but when I'm around this child, my head hurts.
Is it a parallel like it's for her with Maria and stuff? So
Yeah.
she doesn't hate it, but whenever she's with her, she wants to be somewhere else.
大丈夫？早く行こう。ここは行っちゃダメ。どうしてここに行っちゃダメ？ねえ、ここはどこ？あなたは誰？あなたのママはどこ？僕を作ってくれた。
Well, it's technically you.
ママだよ。
Yeah.
The child stared at me with round eyes. This kid's mama is me? Who? Who is this kid? I don't remember at all.
僕のこと。ママが僕を作ったんだよ。ちょっと冗談はやめて。私の子供はマリアだけよ。そう。マリアはどこ？マリアはどこなの？マリア！
I suddenly grew nervous about Maria not being there. Why am I all alone in a place like this?
Because you're dead.
Where is Maria? I'm only able to be me because Maria's there for me.
That when in what dimension?
マリアはいいの。今はマリアじゃない。今は会わない方がいいの。その方がママのためだし、マリアのためにも。逃げて。え？何を言ってるの？マリアはどこ？マリア、返事をして！マリアに見つかっちゃう。早くこっちに来て、ママ。
The child pulled on my hand again.
After all this, he still calls him Mama. God, okay.
Sakutaro is too pure for this world.
I noticed, but still.
He was probably pulling me in the opposite direction from Maria. So I stopped walking.
話してよ。だいたいあなたは誰？あなたにママなんて言われる覚えはないわよ。僕を作ってくれ。忘れちゃったの？マリアのバースデープレゼントにするために僕を手作りしてくれたの。忘れちゃったの？あなた。
Yep.
マリアの作太郎。うん、ママに作ってもらったライオンのぬいぐるみだよ。
A fierce, sharp pain struck me. It came from the palm that he had grasped with his hand. When I knocked his hand away without thinking, I looked at my palm. A hole the size of a thumb had opened there, and the deep red blood gushed out. It was a hole so big that I could see through to the other side.
Oh.
This is called retaliation, Rosa.
Yeah. Oh, again.
大丈夫？どうしたの？
Sakutaro noticed my wound and panicked. As far as I could tell by looking at him, I couldn't understand why my hand had sustained a serious injury. But in my eyes, it felt like I'd been injured because it grabbed my hand. Regardless of whether there was malice in him, I understood that this child was something that would do harm to me, and it instantly seemed eerie.
あっち、あなたなんか知らないわ。作太郎は気持ち悪い下手くそなぬいぐるみでしょ。
Oh.
私は知らないわよ。ママなんかじゃないわよ。あっち行って。
Slowly, the base of Sakutaro's neck
Oh.
was sliced in a horizontal line.
Oh, you just okay, this had to happen again? Okay.
It gaped open and bleach black insides peeked out. No blood poured from it. Only an empty blackness peeked out.
Oh, that was a cool effect.
Then, from the insides of the gash, cotton snow poured out, and as bits of cotton scattered, it slumped over. Then, all that remained was a crumpled yellow cloth, and bits of cotton that looked like sticky, crushed cotton candy. A lion stuffed animal. Without a doubt. These were the remains of the Sakutaro stuffed animal I tore apart on that day, while overcome by my emotions. The instant I realized that, a long, sharp shriek that could rupture an eardrum tore the world apart.
Oh, we are back here.
Why is it always me? Okay.
I don't
I
know.
floated from a broken dam, like a broken TV. Maria cried out in a high-pitched voice. Her voice, which made the ears throb, brought up two emotions in me. One was regret. Yeah, I was overcome by my emotions and went overboard. It was a mother's desire to kneel down right away, hold Maria's head, cry with her, and apologize. In actual fact, I did that right away. I held Maria's head and apologized, crying. But Maria didn't stop crying. On the contrary, she rejected me, the one who had torn her closest friend apart, and pushed me away forcefully with both hands.
I mean, what do you expect it was gonna happen?
Yeah, being on my knees in an unnatural position, so I fell backwards easily. Maria scraped together the yellow scraps of cloth and cotton bits, buried her face in them, and cried even more. Watching that, another emotion welled up. It welled up rapidly. And then it burst. After all, she refused to make up with me, even though I'd apologized. And there was nothing else I could do now anyway, and it was all Maria's fault in the first place.
Yes, sure. You weren't there for like 3 days for your daughter, you went on vacation, and now it's her fault. Yes.
She's so busy playing with stuffed animals all the time like this, she can't make any friends, and that's why people treat her like a freak.
Yes, it's not like because you're not there and probably cannot have a normal relationship with anyone because her mother is never there.
This is a perfect opportunity to give her some instructive guidance.
Of course.
After all, it's not like I was pampered all the time. Everything eventually breaks, is stolen, is destroyed by someone.
No. No, it doesn't.
Remember, fourth child
Still.
in a family like that.
Still.
Even I had lots of toys and treasures stolen, broken, mocked, and thrown away by my brothers and sister and father and mother.
Okay, yes, but this is a little bit extreme.
Yes, agreed. But when I cried about that, while I might have shed a few tears, not once did I sob like this and trouble my parents. Throw a tantrum, get mad, hit the floor and kick and make a racket. Even though I always wanted to, I thought I'd get in more trouble if I did, so I always held it back. It's because I held it back that I was able to become the wonderful adult I am now.
Wonderful. Emphasis on wonderful.
Wonderful. Wonderful. At that moment, I felt something strange. The same feeling as when you use a tool recklessly and it finally breaks, so that the only base is left. But I wasn't using a tool. I'd just been repeatedly hitting Maria's head with both hands.
What?
So, I looked at my hands. From my wrist onwards, my hands had broken off, splintered, and disappeared. As though only that part of my arms had become ceramic.
My hands are broken off. Oh, she's a doll?
Oh, only that part. There we go. No, as though all of me, from the wrists onwards, has suddenly become ceramic and had broken and fallen.
Oh, okay.
They must have gotten filled with cracks because I hit Maria too much before falling off. After all, look, aren't both of my wrists lying smashed by my feet?
Why are you saying that like it? Why are you saying that like it's normal?
Let her realize. There we go.
Okay.
There was no pain. But the shocking sight of my hands breaking off from the wrist onwards made me scream.
何これ何これ私の これでもうマリアを
I suppose it was for that. I suppose it was because of that.
Ignoring my confusion, Maria spoke with an icy voice, slowly moving her hands away from her head, where they had been defending against my barrage.
何よこれ、私の手、私の手、何をしたのよマリア、これは何なのよ、何これ、何これ。
Behind Maria's back, a black silhouette had appeared. It was the silhouette of an adult.
Beatrice? No? Who? I said that as well. Ah, of course.
娘の頭をなで絵本をめくり温かい食事を作ることのできる腕なら残してもよいかと考えた。
ママはマリアの頭を撫でるより叩く方が多いよ。
Yep.
絵本なんかめくってくれない。ご飯だって作ってくれない。マリアが自分で買いに行くの。でも同じお店に何度も行っちゃい、顔を覚えられてもいけない。おまわりさんに話しかけ、なんで、どうしてマリアが悪いの。マリアはママに撫でてもらったり絵本を読んでもらったり一緒にご飯を食べたりしちゃい、どうしてどうして。マリア悪くないよ。マリア悪くない。ママが悪い。ママが悪い。ママは一緒に遊んでくれないけど、サク太郎は一緒に遊んでくれた。本も読んでくれた。テレビも見てくれた。一緒にご飯も食べてくれた。ママよりもっともっと大切な友達だったのに。悪かったと思ってるわ。でも仕方ないでしょ。ママは仕事で忙しいのよ。仕事で。
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Work, yes.
ママの仕事が忙しいのは知ってるでしょ。仕方ないのよ。仕方ない。
そうだ、これは仕方なきこと。そなたの娘が傷つき心を引き裂かれ涙に血を浮かべることさえなれば、今この場にてこのようなることになるもまたすべ。さあマリ、母を名乗った女の言い分は以上だぞ。許せる。いな無罪か、はたまた有罪か。
許せない。ママは有罪だ。サク太郎にママがしたのと同じ目に合わせてやる。ママを首の縫い目のところから引き裂いて中の綿をぶちまけてやる。
Maria's eyes ominously flashed blue. In that instant, invisible, massive arms struck their fingernails out and tightly grasped Rosa's entire body. As the bones all over her body made a sound like twigs being stepped on, they cracked rapidly and broke apart. Rosa had understood vaguely. The massive arms were probably her own arms, from the time she tore Sakutaro apart. From a stuffed animal's perspective, her arms certainly would have been this massive. So she could imagine what would happen next. The sharp nails stuck deep into the base of her neck, and she heard the skin tearing with her own ears.
I noticed that there's still the sound again, and magic is being used right now. You know, this sound in the background.
The sounds. Then, as the two witches watched over her, Rosa's flesh was split in two, top and bottom. When Sakutaro had been torn apart, bits of cotton had flown about like snowflakes. But in Rosa's case, something like black, thick tar came out, filthily flying over the place. There wasn't even a trace of the red of blood. It was something black, filthy and thick. It was probably what a bloodless, tearless human kept inside their body.
Ah, okay. It's like a representation of herself, of Rosa.
これはすごい。 醜い。なんと汚らわしき中身か。見事であったぞマリア。さあどうか。そなたの復讐を、そなたは母を許せ。無罪か有罪か。
許せない。まだまだ許せない。有罪だ。
When Beatrice brandished her pipe cane.
Sorry, the music was too good and distracted me.
Ja, no, vai tra. Vai tra. Goat butterflies zipped up and restored Rosa's broken flesh in an instant. This is also an amazing soundtrack.
Yeah, there was that part with the violin and the piano that it's amazing.
一つの命で償えぬほどのそなたの大罪。そして自らの深き罪を思い出さあさあ思い出してご。そなたがどれほどの罪を犯したのか。
もしもし、ママなの？ママは何時にか。ごめんなさいね。今日も仕事が忙しくて。またお仕事でママのお仕事、今日も大変だ。本当に忙しいの。もうずっと会社に関係。
Yeah.
外の空気も吸えやしないわ。ママの仕事は早く終わらすだけじゃダメなの。より良いデザインを上げないと次から仕事をもらえない。だからどうしても時間がかかっちゃうの。うん。わかってるよ。マリア、いい子でお留守番してるからお仕事いっぱい頑張って。ママのお仕事を分かってく。明日美味しいケーキを買って帰ることを約束するわ。ケーキいらないよ。ケーキ屋さんによって遅くなるよりその分ちょっとでも大丈夫よ。早く帰ってくるわ。だから美味しいケーキを美味しい紅茶を2人で飲んで一緒に新しい絵本をよ。この間買った狼と羊のパズルで2人で一緒に約束よ。
She never did any of that, isn't it?
待ってるね。お仕事頑張ってねママ。
ほうほう、寂しい話ではあるが互いを思い合う良き何か問題があるというのかマリア。そしてローザ。
その約束は
I don't think
次
so.
の日の夕方に約束通りケーキを買っていつもより早い帰宅をしたはずよ。あの日の夕方ママ宛てに着払いの荷物が来たけどお財布の中のお金が足りなくママにどうしようって相談。特別な時以外はかけちゃダメって言われてたけどママのお仕事の大切なものだったら電話したの。そしたらその日はずっと前からお休みに決まってて遠くへ遊びに行っているって言われ。マリアは知ってママが嘘をついてるってずっと。
Oh, she knew then.
でもね、サクタロがそうじゃないってマリアを叱ってくれたの。マリアを放っておいて遊んでるはずなんてない。ママはお休みって言った人はきっと何か勘違いして言ってしまったんだよ。サクタロがそう言う。マリアは信じたよ。マリアは信じた。ママ大好き。ママ大好き。もちろんママだってマリアを愛してる。愛してるって。ええ、私もよ。愛してるわ、マリア。
You say that, but is it true? It's your
Sorry.
turn. It's okay.
These fucking scenes.
Yeah.
Rosa let out a deep sigh. Maybe she felt the weight of her words. Then she set the receiver on the bedside phone down. The dark room made the starry sky on the ground below the window stand out even more beautifully. On the table in front of the terrace was a very cold wine cooler, and the one she shared a glass with was gazing at the scene below.
娘さんに旅行って話してないんですか？
行くって言って前にうるさかったんで以来言わないことにしてるんです。
Yeah.
その方が面倒がなくていいんで。
娘さんが気になるなら無理に日程を組まなくても。
でもそれじゃいつまで経っても予定が合わそれは気にしないでって言ったでしょ。
The slender, middle-aged man clad in a white robe gave a small sigh. Rosa reacted instantly to the slight action.
もう娘の話はなし。せっかくの上等なワインが大。
私はあなたに一人の人間としてですが、抱っこして時間を割くのは申し訳ないと感じています。
Even this dude that nothing to do with that feels bad about the situation.
私と娘の事情は気にしないでください。あなたと二人きりの時に娘の話は電話だって。下のロビーでうるさい酔っ払いがバカ笑いしてなければここでは書けなかった。
ローザさん、こういう唐突な日程での旅行は娘さんのためにも互いの日程があった時だけでいいじゃありませんか。
それじゃ全然日程が合わないじゃないで。私はいつだって一緒にいた。
それは子供の恋愛の仕方です。大人同士の恋愛はもう少しストイックである。ローザさんと一緒にいられる時間が長く取れないことはですが、その限られた時間と機会で僕たちは十分に大人の恋愛。
それはもっと娘と一緒にいろと。
Yes.
女でなく母でいろということですか。
あなただって望んでいることでしょ。娘さんと一緒にゆっくり過ごしたい。
I don't know.
僕は逃げません。
I don't say
僕
so.
の時間を優先するために娘さんを犠牲にするのは気の毒だと申し上げたいのです。
奥さんとのより戻したんですか。
Oh.
別れるのが嫌になったんですね。
妻の話はしたくない。あなたが娘さんの話をしたくない。
子連れの女は面倒だって思ったんで。
そんなこと今までに一度も言った。
みんな子連れだと分かると手のひらを返す。あの子の養育費は気にしなくていいからと言ってもみんな手のひらを返す。あなたは娘のことをやっぱり子連れだと嫌なんですね。
He said something different, dude. He said something completely different about what you're saying.
そうは言っていません。
Exactly.
ローザさんのことを嫌いになってなどいませんよ。私が言いたいのは娘さんをもっと大事にしなさい。
Which is completely different by saying I don't wanna be with you.
あなた自
Because
身
of
も
that.
それを望んでいるはずだ。そう言ってるだけなんです。
嘘つき。私のことが面倒になっただけ。
When?
そうでしょ。
Okay, so when did you say that? Literally.
そんなことは言っていない。
いいえ、わかるの。あの子を理由に何度も捨てられた私だからわかるの。雰囲気でわかるわ。そうよ、あなたもそう。他の男たちと一緒。
Okay.
子連れの女は嫌なのよ。バツイチは嫌なのよ。面倒なのよ。知らない男と作った子供の親になんかなりたくないんです。ええ、そうよね。その気持ち子連れの男と付き合ったことがあるけど、その気持ちすっごい分かったの。だから娘を理解してくれるあなたとなら一緒になれるって信じたのに。そうよ、あんたなんて邪魔だった。
Ah, now she's in the way. Okay.
あんたさえいなければ私はとっくに女としてのあんたの存在が私の幸せをいつも邪魔する。私だってあんたなんか産みたくなかったわよ。
Oh.
いいえ、違うわ。あんたと一緒に幸せな家庭を築けたらと思ったわよ。でもあんたが生まれる直前にあいつは蒸発したわ。私と温かい家庭を築くと言って私を騙し、残ったのは愛も思い出も何もない。あの男は今どこへ。私との日々を温かな思い出に勝手に変えて新しい恋人に出会ったかもしれない。そして今度こそ幸せな家庭を築けたかもしれない。そして私はあんたがいる。恋も探せない。男は好きに女を渡り歩いて武勇なのに女にはあんたがいる。あんたという重しがいるのよ。あんたのせいで私は恋を探せない。愛が得られない。
Matter of the
生きて
year.
いくしかない。いいえ、それさえも許されてないわ。私には一人で酔いつぶれたい夜さえ許されていない。
You were doing that anyway. You were actually doing that.
あん たは誰？何者？私の人生を台無しにして私の新しい人生さえ許してくれないあんたは死ね！消えろ！あんたなんか生まれてきた時から大嫌い！あんたがお腹の中にいた頃から大嫌いだった！それを前向きに受け入れようと頑張って良き母を演じてきたわ。
Ah, okay. It makes sense now.
私は頑張っ同世代の女性たちが独身を謳歌し時に恋に遊びあるいは愛に結ばれるのを横目に私は女と母の二足のわらじを吐き続けたわ。その私の苦労を誰も褒めない称えない。
You know that is actually not true, and your daughter actually admired you and praised you, and you never even noticed.
自業自得。子持ちは嫌。負け組の遠吠え。うぶな小娘がいい。こっちから願い下げよう。ケツの青い若造どもが。必死だった私はさぞかし簡単に落ちる女に見えたろうさ。必死だったわよ。まだまだ恋をしたい年頃の私が日々を仕事と育児で忙殺されていてどれほど必死だったか想像もつかないでしょうよ。あんたの本当の父親も。でも破局を迎えた責任は私と彼に半々だわ。私にも逃げられるだけのしつこさがあったのかもしれない。でもその後の破局は私はあんたにそれをなじったことはあった。
All the time?
ないでしょ。
No?
男に逃げられて酔いつぶれたいその次の日があんたの授業参観。泣き晴らした目を厚化粧でごまかしてあんたが的外れな発言をしてクラス中から失笑されてた時のあんたどころか世界中の誰にもわからないでしょ。あんたが嫌い大嫌い。そしてこれまでにあんたを本当に愛したことなんて
God.
ただの一度もない。
Maria's face was still stiff. If the words really had been blazed, Maria's whole body would probably be stained red with flesh blood by now. Even after gaining the power of a witch and resolving herself to take revenge for Sakutaro, she couldn't stand those curses coming out of her mother's mouth.
Minika 情欲に溺れた女のなんと醜きこと。これがこの女の本性よ。邪悪を極めし千年の魔女のわらわとて見るに耐えぬことこの上なし。ああマリアよ、今こそ決別の時。そなたの母を名乗った醜き肉の方、そなたの無垢なる魂が親子なる鎖にてこれ以上束縛される意味はなし。自らの魂を今こそ解放せよ。そなたは自らを守る牙と爪を今こそ。
Oh.
マリアを苦しめてきた日々を、苦しみの日々を今こそ復讐してやる。
I'm actually should do for this.
その私を苦しめてきたのは私が復讐したい。あんたが生まれる前にそう、あんたなんか産まなければ消えてしまえ。うわ
Rosa howled, in a way that can only be described by the word splat. Her upper body was crushed, and in an instant it became something similar to a wrung, blood-stained towel.
潰れてし許せない許せない。
クズがふさわしい姿よ。
Even though Rosa's waist and below was standing normally, Just the upper half of her body had been pinched, and that extreme contrast was bizarre. Then she fell over. The instant she fell, her body was restored.
Oh.
死になさあそなたの怒りと今こそ復讐の時、怒りと悲しみの生産の時。ぶつけろ、吐き出せ。そなたの胸に打ち込まれたくさびをすべて押し出し跳ねかか
Maria's howl was adorned with the ugly sound of flesh and bone being crushed at the same time. As Rosa, who had foully insulted Maria, lay spread-eagled. A neat, perfect circle was cut out of her chest and crushed, as though her chest had been trampled by an invisible elephant. Her heart and her lungs and her ribs were trampled so mercilessly that they were completely indistinguishable. It might have symbolized the pain in Maria's heart up until today.
さあマリア、そなたの気は母の罪が許せ否く無罪か有罪か。
許せない。まだまだ全然ママは有罪だ。有罪有罪有罪。許せない。
無論だとも。そなたの苦渋の日々がこの程度の罰で見合ってな。思い知るがいいローザ。さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。殺されるためによみがえれ。己が罪を見そぐために殺されよ。何度でも。
Also, Maria is killing her and Beatrice is reviving her every time.
Maria is not strong enough for that.
Yeah.
Beatrice is.
Well, they
And
said that
Beato-
reviving people is like very hard to do. It's like one of the
Very
hardest
hard,
magic
yes.
to do.
When Beato weaved her cane, the body was restored again. And Rosa sat up, coughing violently in apparent pain. And once again, she spat out cursing, rejecting Maria.
お前はママなんかじゃない。魔女だ。マリアとママを苦しめるママの姿をしているからって許さない許さない。
魔女はあんたでしょ。気持ち悪い本ばかり読んで魔女ごっこにかぶれて。
Does this still look pretending to you, Rosa?
消えるのはあんたの方よ。あんたのせいで私まで変わり者扱い。あんたのせいであんたのせいで。お前なんか産まなければよかった。お前なんか生まれてくる前から大嫌い。
Maria screamed. She was unable to bear her anger and sadness. Was she? I'm sorry. Or
That's
else,
okay.
has she been taken over by an indescribable emotion? It was surely a cry of hopelessness. And yet, it was a reality that had to be accepted. Maria knew. She knew that she was thought as a burden.
Thought of as a burden.
Yeah. But even though she herself had known that, she didn't believe it. She'd believed that her mother loved her and had done her best to positively interpret several events that could have made her
Made her doubt this.
trusting and clinging to her mother's love. But she had no one except Mama. Even so, she really did like Mama. And wanted to return to the days when she'd believed that Mama loved her. So I howled. I'll erase all of it. I won't accept it. I'll deny it. I'll deny the mother who says these things, the black witch who makes her say them. And the part of myself that can't forgive my mother,
Oh, this is Maria's thoughts.
Maria. But I can't deny it. This is reality, fact, the truth, the answer. Without any mistake, this is absolute reality. Maria turned Rosa into a lump of meat over and over. over and over in the dark world that reflected her heart, rang the ugly sound of flesh and bone being torn apart, which would make anyone want to cover their ears. Each time, Beatrice revived Rosa. She dragged her back into the world of endless torture, which could not be escaped from even by death. This was the true, deepest hell that the endless witch Beatrice could create. However, this world was not made endless by Beatrice's will. Because every time Rosa turned into a lump of meat, she asked the same question to Maria.
気は晴れたかマリア。そなたの怒りは母を許せる。
許せるものか、許せるものか、許さない、許さない。マリアの苦しみのすべてをもっともっと教えてやる。まだまだ足りない、全然足りない。生まれた時から、生まれる前から蔑まれてきたこの怒りと悲しみがどうしても消せないの。
あんたなんか大嫌い。
Again?
大 Revive over and over again. Return to a meat lump over and over again. In various ways, she crushed, smashed, beat, and tore to bits. Flying blood spatter and flesh turned the once pitch-black world into a world with mixed red and black. Mary's anger still hadn't calmed down. It was though she was spitting out all of the suppressed rage from the time of her birth until today.
Well, she probably is.
If that all became poison to her heart, then would the repeated murder of her mother purify her soul?
Probably not.
Would even this wasteful murder save her soul, at least a little bit? This endless torture might have become a slight diversion from her sad, unrewarded life. After all, it seemed that she'd finally been able to regain her smile.
思い知れ、マリアの不幸の根源め。思い知れ、私の痛みがこの程度ではないこと。どうしたの？もう笑わないの？笑ってみせろよ。
Half of her skull collapsed. Eyeballs flew out and black cranial fluid gushed.
Ew.
Fragments of teeth scattered.
ほら、よみがえりの。笑ってみせな。ほら、ほら。
Her whole chest, along with her ribs, turned inside out, exposing her filthy innards. All of them withered, like some kind of impure creature.
This description of body parts is very realistic.
ほらほらほら。よみがえって。まだ笑える？まだ笑える？
Rosa couldn't laugh anymore. But her face was laughing. It was filled with a twisted laugh, and covered with a malice that rejected her unwanted daughter. I erased that laughing voice. Next, I'll erase that laughing face. I'll erase it, I'll crush it, I'll tear it to bits.
Oh.
笑ってみせてよ、ママ。
God, okay.
どうしたの、ママ。起きてよ。絵本を読んでよ。お散歩に行こうよ。
I thought she was like crying blood, but it's probably blood from Rosa's splattered on air.
愛してるって言ってよ。次の日曜日の約束をしようよ。お買い物に行こう。そしてその約束をどうせ破るんだよ。楽しいね、ママ。楽しいね。マリアは今ママと遊んでるんだね。
そうだ そなたは今母と遊んでいるのだ。
By the way,
じゃれているのだ。
oh, no, honestly, she has a point. Maria have a point. Here, she have a point. You hate her? No. She's right. She's right. That's it.
どうか今の感情は
I was just in on my chair, sorry.
怒りでも
No, like
苦しみでも
I was trying to breathe, but this is so painful to read.
Yeah. She's too creepy? Yes, but that is true, but I mean... Yeah, I'm sure you don't treat Ciel like Rosa. I am very sure you don't do that.
There's no way.
There's no way.
In a million years.
There's
no way
no
in a
way.
million timelines.
There's no way.
No way. Absolutely no way. No way.
そうだね。わかるよ、ベアトリーチェ。
What did she say?
私は今すっごく楽しいよ。ママと遊んでるんだもん。すっごく楽しい。そしてママを何度も殺してるのに、魔法一つで好きなだけ生き返る。おもちゃは壊したら直せないから大事にした。でも治るおもちゃなら何度でも壊したい。でも作太郎は治らないんだね。
Creepy? Yes.
治せないんだね。作ったママが、産んだママが認めないから。私もママに認められてないんだね。だから壊れたマリアも。楽しいな。楽しいよママ。
Oh, so it's like... If you think about it, it's like Rosa herself made the witch Maria in this sense.
こんなにも楽しくなったら、なぜかママが許せる気がしてきたの。
Not only she gave birth to Air as a human, she only make her become a witch. Birth her as a witch, yes.
ねえベアト、これはとっても不思議な感情。どうしてマリアはママを許せる気持ちになってきたの？
それは生き死にを自由にできる力を得た魔女のみがたどり着く。いつでも殺せ、必要なら蘇らせ。
Oh, now she can even revive her.
面倒ならまた殺せばいい。それをいつでも指一本鳴らすだけでできることを知ったなら、人の世のざれ言などその全ては聞き流すに等しい虫の子。そなたに母を許そうという感情が芽生えた。そなたが母の愛に目覚めたからではない。そなたが今こそ真の魔女の世界の入り口に立ったからだ。ようこそマリア。深淵なる、そして甘美なる魔女の世界へ。
なったんだ。マリアはもうマリアじゃない。まだ見習いかもしれないけれど、人間の世界を超えた。私はもう原初の魔女見習いマリアなんだ。もう私は何も悔しくない、悲しくない。ママ、許してあげる。きっと私はママを許せる。もうちょっとしたら許せると思うの。だって魔女だから。
Oh, okay. We've seen this once.
Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of a jump scare. Okay, it's going over and over and over again and again.
It's gonna, if I remember correctly, there's gonna be a very rapid sequence as well, but I'm not sure.
It's
No,
like
okay, it's like that.
it's like, oh, okay. I thought it's the entire text was gonna get filled.
But I will probably forgive her mother eventually. After brutally murdering her countless times. Graciously.
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 Okay.
Oh, it changed scene. Well.
Oh, でけえな。今の落雷は。
God damn it, it's not here either. I remember a scene. I remember a scene and I don't know where it is. God damn it.
Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay, I'll take a few minutes to breathe because oh god. It's I love this game. I love this game, but sometimes it's written so well that it's actively painful to read. I don't know how else to explain it. As a child of a single mother, that's the number one fear, I suppose. That everything is our fault and all of that, yada yada yada. So that hurt the first time that I read it. It's not minimally as detailed in the anime, unfortunately, but it's still extremely painful. But there's one scene. One scene in the anime starts from Sakutaro being killed, continues up until this point, and then continues afterwards. And there's one scene that explains something that it's really important, that you think it's trivial, but it's so extremely important. But I don't know where it is.
You're thinking about that scene?
God damn it.
The scene you were talking about?
Yeah, well,
Is
yeah,
it like a very important
do
scene?
you, it's it's an extremely important scene. Do you remember when I showed you the Sakutaro part in the anime? Did I show you that?
No, I don't think you showed
Or
me.
the angel one? Oh, I think I told you because I was trying to guess where those two scenes would be in the visual novel. And back to back, there was AJ being bullied by her classmates and she killing all of the stakes. And then right after that, there was Rosa killing Sakutaro. Right after that, there was this scene where
okay.
Maria takes her revenge on Rosa. And then this little
Thing.
small but extremely important scene.
Okay, so maybe they changed the order a little bit.
The
Okay.
smallest scene. No, in the anime it was necessary because they can't afford to do all of this back and forth.
Of course,
like
of
the
course.
visual novel is
I mean,
doing.
if
It's too much. It's too
of
much.
course, but it makes sense. I mean, this works because it's a visual novel. If you have to translate it in any other media, you have to change some way of narrating, let's say.
I wonder how the manga is done, because I think it could work in manga form.
In manga
form,
form, it could work because it's a similar media to a visual novel if you think about it, and that's why many visual novel also get a manga adaptation very easily because it's you can do it. You can basically do it 1-to-1.
But it's something that you don't expect. It's an explanation for something that we take for granted, but we don't know why it is like this. It's very
Okay.
small, very cute,
Okay.
very wholesome, but it's so important.
Okay. I see.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's after these. I don't know.
I think it takes a while still.
Well, we'll see.
We will see. Anyway, pain.
Oh, also pain. Yes, honestly, I enjoyed every second of that. I have to be honest. That's the only end that Rosa deserved. Maybe not even
Rosa
enough.
does deserve that.
Maybe not even enough.
So graciously was like...
graciously was, yeah, probably adapt. Maria did not deserve doing that, but she had to. I feel like she did not deserve killing her mother because she's been treated like that, but she probably had to I don't know, how can you say that, exorcise that fact. Does it work also in English saying it like that?
Maybe heal from that.
Yeah, whatever.
That.
So heal from that. So yeah, I mean, that's an extreme example.
Therapy would have been much better.
I do agree with that. The therapy would be much better, but first of all, the one that needed therapy would have been Rosa, more than her.
Yes. And also her, if Rosa failed to...
Why have therapy when you can become a witch? So yeah. You want me to read?
Would you? Yes, please.
Okay, no problem. Not a problem.
That was painful.
I know.
近いんじゃねえか
みたいだね。いくつになっても落雷にはビクッとさせられるね。
Butler was looking at the dark night through a crack in the curtains. Every once in a while, a pale white lightning bolt would shine, and he seemed to be enjoying it. She's afraid?
なんだよ。バトラが騒がしくしてるからマリアがごめんなマリア。バトラが騒がしくて。
なんだよ俺のせいかよ。悪いなマリア。寝てていいぞ。おやすみな。
Maria was a bit hazy, with drowsy eyes. He was probably half asleep, but he couldn't think straight.
もういい。寝ない。
いいから寝てろって。まだ寝ぼけてるぜ。
寝ぼけてない。
なんだよ。もろに寝ぼけてるじゃねえか。寝てろ寝てろい。寝ぼけてない。寝ぼけてない。
よせってバカバトラ。もう寝起きのこの機嫌を悪くするなんてバカだな。寝ぼけてない。寝ぼけてないもん。
わかってるよ。マリア、寝ぼけてなんかないよ。だから落ち着いて。寝ぼ
けてないもん。寝ぼけてないもん。
But she got upset like that because of him. Maybe it was because of her delicate mental state after waking up, but Maria suddenly threw a tantrum. But I had only been trying to tease her a bit, so he was confused by this extreme overreaction. George held her head, trying to calm her down, but Maria's tantrum wasn't going to be quelled easily. Both and Jessica were trying to push on the blame on each other, saying, it's your fault too.
こら、二人とも静かにして。ジェシカちゃん、ポットにまだお湯があったよね。お茶でも入れてあげてくれる？落ち着いた？マリアちゃん。
Looked like her trunk was dying down bit by bit. She still graded Butler when they made fun of her, with sharp eyes.
バトラ君もふざけて言っただけなんで、マリアちゃんが寝ぼけてるなんて。だから落ち着いてね。
George noticed. He was staring at Butler with incredible eyes. And despite having just displayed all that emotion, she laughed in a small voice. Instead of a laugh... What? It seemed more like she was muttering while thinking about it, or else counting each he. As over time she said he, something brutal would have happened over and over. George felt something creepy for just an instant, but he couldn't spot the madness that peeked out of the depth of the girl's eyes for just a moment. After a short period of stand silent, George's part, Maria stopped. Her bizarre quiet laugh and pushed George's arm aside, and though telling him to let go.
おう許す
マリアちゃんは偉いな。バトラ君、マリアちゃんが許してくれ、仲直りして。
ああ、悪いな、からかって。許してくれ。
ほらマリア仲直りの印にカフェオレ作ってやったぜ砂糖いっぱい入ってるから甘いぜいらないでも許すよ魔女だからね
Oh! One more time, Maria laughed in a creepy, quiet voice. So it's like it just happened the scene before. Okay, yeah. She was like dreaming it, basically.
Basically, yes.
But it was only for a very short time, so Butler and Jessica didn't think much of it. They decided to think that it had probably looked that way when the lightning lit her cheek with a pale white light for an instant. At that time, they could hear the sound of loud footsteps coming from the hall. It was already about 10:30 late at night. Late at night is usually a time when you aren't supposed to be disturbed. Question. Can Maria go into the other...
To the outer layer?
The outer layer? Yes, thank you. Layer wasn't coming to my mind.
For now, apparently not.
I mean, she's a witch, so she should be able to do that. She's still an apprentice, maybe, so she's not that strong. Can't do it yet.
Or it was a dream, so she can't actually go out.
Yes, but...
The only... Wait, wait, I was about to say something, but that the angel basically stopped my... The only other human who is currently in the outer layer is Butler.
Yes, but...
Angel is from the future, so she doesn't count.
Yes, okay, but... I mean, we have seen Eva becoming a witch, okay? And that Eva also went out in the outer layer. So if that would happen to someone else...
Technically, Eva Beatrice did not go to the outer layer. Butler took her to the outer layer.
So Butler can do that?
I think Beato granted that, actually. It was all in the grand scheme of things, right? Chapter 3.
I mean,
So
yeah,
I
all of
think,
that, all of that
Beatrice
was,
granted her
all
the-
of that was like made up, of course, yes. But what I mean is,
Yeah.
okay, creatures in general that possess magical abilities, okay, so like a witch or whatever,
Yes.
demons and all that, can go from one layer to another, and we know that because Renova did that, and also Beatrice did that, Virgilia, and all that people, all the
Virgilia.
other people
Yes.
can do that. Okay, they can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm to one layer, one go to one layer, one go to another. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so if Maria becomes a witch, full-fledged witch, because we know that she's like an apprentice. Until now, she was an apprentice. Now, apparently, the way they say it, she's a properly full-fledged witch, or she's very close being that. Okay. If she becomes that, can she go into the outer layer? I would say yes, because she possesses magical power to go in and out of the loop.
I think if she completely awakened, I think she could.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right now, I don't think she can. Okay.
Maybe she just
Technically-
awoke and she's not really able to do that. But yeah.
For now, we can say that. Also, I remembered the answer to what gap is, and I definitely cannot tell you.
Oh,
Definitely.
okay. She is.
There's a.
I don't know. She's.
I'll see you in chapter 7.
That far away. Let's think about
far
some.
away.
I said the cannon's a chair. So what could gap be? Gap could be.
That could be maybe one of those. Oh god, manichino.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those one for clothes. Yes, yes, yes. It's mannequin.
Hanger?
Mannequin.
No, an anchor. Mannequin. Yes.
Mannequin.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's
My
mannequin.
brain.
Yeah, it could be. Could be. Could be. Could be.
Maybe it's a mannequin.
I could be. By the way, getting footsteps like that at this time was far from calming. Then, along with a clear ominous knock that repeated fiercely, they could hear Goda in Kumasawa's voice. They clearly told them that this was an abnormal situation. Oh, that's right, Goda managed to run away, that's true.
Yes.
いらっしゃいますか。ゴーダでございます。熊沢でございますよ。ご無事でご。どうしたものやら、どうしたものやら。
George opened the door, the two of them tumbled in, sopping wet. Looking like they had dashed here from the mansion without an umbrella.
どうしたんだよ、二人とも。何があったんだ。
それが、親方様が、旦那様が、皆様方が。
You're so useless.
Okay.
Oh, this transition was amazing.
It was a pitch black room. There were no windows, and with a weak light bulb, one could just barely make out the state of things around them. It appeared to be an old forgotten underground storage room with some kind of dusty furniture haphazardly thrown into it. However,
Haphazardly. It's a weird word.
yeah, it's a very weird word. It's not like you see it every day. However, with just a little light, one could at least make out that it probably wasn't a storage room. After all, the room was sealed off with iron bars.
ここはどこなの。
わからん。ここは屋敷の地下なのか。食堂の真下にこんな部屋があったのか。
Dude, you are the first one that knows the secret rooms in that house because you found one. So you shouldn't be that surprised. Don't pretend. At least now that you're basically on the verge of buying, don't pretend. Don't laugh. Because you know that it's true. Oh no, there's definitely no secret rooms in this house.
No secret rooms. No secret rooms.
Actually finds a room and use it to a secret room and use it to hide gold bars inside. Yeah. Yes. So 3. It was 3 gold ingots, if I recall. Maybe I was wrong, but I think it was 3. Because it's the same they put on the. No, wait, it was 1. 3 was when there was the Halloween party. Yeah, that's right, it was 1.
Yes, it was 1 when he showed the two Natsuki.
Yeah. 3 was during the Halloween party. Yes. They had dropped down. They had dropped in what appeared to be a pit falling into this room. Therefore, it was natural to assume that this room was directly under the dining hall. However, not even Krauss could bring himself to believe that there were pitfalls rigged in this beloved dining hall, where he had enjoyed his meals for years, and that this dungeon-like room lay directly beneath it. But the ceiling above was so of crude stone craftsmanship, and they couldn't understand how they could have fallen from somewhere up there. No. All 5 people who had been dropped here told the same thing. Yeah, because they fell down from the gap. gap, the hole, because I was saying
gap.
gaps, because
The
but
gap,
she's
the
called
gap.
gap, so it was gonna be confusing. So my brain said, wait, no, don't say it like that. But I was already started. So, but the hole, the gap created.
The gap.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Mika. We are here. Yes. So if you say gap.
Yes.
She has the ability to open gap, and she's called Gap, so it's not confusing.
Think about it in Japanese, it was fine. In Japanese, it's fine. In English, not so much.
Of course, how do you say gap? I'm not being a deep on gap hole in Japanese.
I want to say Hana, but I'm not too sure. Wait, I'm gonna look it up. Jisho, my beloved, where are you?
All five people who have been dropped here dropped the same thing, by the way.
Ana.
Anna.
Or Kuchi. Kuchi is also mouth, but that's the opening hole.
Opening in probably Kuchi would have been because it's an opening in any way.
Yeah. So it's either Ana or Kuchi.
Whatever that is, the pun doesn't work. But of course.
No, the pun doesn't work.
Also, they had the sensation of falling into a pit. There was no way there could be pitfalls in the dining hall, nor could this dungeon-like place be directly under it. But the truth was they actually had fallen from this place and were locked in. So they were confused.
あの高さから落ちて誰も怪我をしなかったのはシャン、カノン、君たちはこんな部屋の存在は知っていたかね。
いいえ、僕たちもこのような部屋のことは存じかねます。
本当に？
本当です。本当にこの部屋知りません。
Despite their age, Kira apparently wouldn't have found it odd if they, as servant, allowed to wear the one-winged eagle, might know of the mansion's secret tricks. Now that I think about it, Kinzo cannot go into the outer layer because we know that he's not strong enough for doing that. He's only good at summoning. Other stuff can't do that. But yeah. But in Maria's case, it wouldn't be like that, probably.
Maybe.
There was a long silence, as if Kraus was evaluating their answer.
いや、シャノンたちが知らないのは事実だろう。何しろ、綺麗好きのシャノンだ。彼女がこの部屋を知っていたなら、もっとピカピカに磨き上げているだろう。この部屋の汚さが、君たちがこの部屋を知らないことの証。今はそんなことより、これからどうするかの方が先決だと思わんかね。そのと警察に、いえ、それから救急にも早く電話をしなきゃ。
First aid? I don't know if that's gonna work. And just words were hollow. Obviously. 6 people had been killed in the dining hall. I already seen the exact moment when they'd been killed. And since some of their heads had been destroyed, anyone could tell that the death had been instant with just a single glance. Everyone understood that first aid no longer held any meaning.
ありがとう、南條先生。私たちは伴侶がもう生きてはいないことを理解できてる。気休めでも救急と言い添えてくれてありがとう。
Once again, a gloomy silence dominated the atmosphere. A crowd shook his head harshly. Couldn't read. Over and over, and for the time being, decided to forget the pain of losing his wife and to dedicate himself to figuring out where they were.
みんな聞きたまえ。親父はもうダメだ。口で言って理解や説明が求められる段階にもうない。
Okay. Nobody answered. Suddenly the kind of discussion of mercy. 6 people had been killed in an instant. And Kinzo even be so bold as to proclaim that it would become sacrifice for a ceremony involving 13 murders. Since we've been locked up in this place, we too will probably become the ceremony's next sacrifice soon. Around this time, our eyes became used to the darkness, and bit by bit we were able to understand more about the dungeon's interior. What we thought was furniture again haphazardly left in the
Haphazardly. Divide it into two. Haphazardly.
not haphazardly because it's PH.
No, apparently it's haphazardly.
Haphazardly? Okay, so it's haphazardly.
Yes, that's how I heard the people.
It's because PH makes it F in my mind, so you know.
Yeah, but that's why you would like to divide it so you can pronounce hap.
Because it's hazard. Okay, no, it makes sense actually. Yeah, it's haphazard. Okay. Yeah. So haphazardly left in the dungeon turned out not to be furniture at all.
No canons.
So no canon. I was gonna say something like that. You needed me on that. I was gonna say so no canon anywhere, or Shannon. They were things like small cages to lock people in, restraints, or else torture racks. At any rate, it was obvious that it was eerier than a merged jail cell. Since the objects were used rested together and coated in thick dust, there was no doubt that they had been forgotten. Maybe you could even call these things Kinzo's sealed and forgotten madness. I don't know if it's that forgotten since what you've seen.
You are there.
And also you're there. However, we have been locked away in this room. Those objects weren't exactly comforting to people who were locked up. Hoping to be released without harm.
とにかくここを抜け出そう。私たちは伴侶や友人を失い、涙を流すことに時間を費やしたいが、今はそれ以上に子供たちの身が心配だ。
Good job, Klaus, remembering about the children.
Oh wait, we have children.
ご無事でしょうか。
祈るしかない。そういえば、熊沢さんとゴーダさんはここ
Well,
にはいない。
you should know that they managed to escape.
ひょっとすると無事に逃げ
I
延びられ
think
た
they
の
were
かも。
distracted.
Could be.
かもしれません。子供たちと合流しててくれれば心強いのですが。
ゴーダさんはいざという時頼りになるし、熊沢さんは経験豊富で落ち着いてるし、きっと力になってくれると思います。
Do you know the same God that we do?
No, she doesn't. She clearly doesn't. Also, Shannon, she cannot elaborate a single evil toad, so yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's impossible for her to elaborate something that is not positive in any way. I mean, have you seen her? Do you think she's capable of bad? I don't think so.
No, absolutely.
そうだといいがな。
Let's force, probably. Shannon and Krause smiled bitterly a little. But they quickly realized how improper that was and stopped clearing their throats.
楽観はできないよ、姉さん。僕らに続いて、もう襲われてしまってる可能性だってある。
同感ね。お父様が食堂で執行したのは魔女の碑文の第1の番の6人殺しなんでしょ？
Yep.
なら第2の番は寄り添いし2人を逃げ隠れて寄り添っている郷田さんと熊沢さんがもう殺されているか、きっとゲストハウスに合流してて子供たちを守ってくれているなんて楽観。
I mean, but
現時点では
are they close though? Are they that close, Goda and Kumasawa? I mean, you could like describe close in many ways, so probably left vague for a reason. What you eating? Drinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Drink your water.
Good. Drink your water. I'm gonna also drink my water. Here Hilda analyzed the worst case scenario. For her, it was heartbreaking to have lost her beloved husband. But right now, the most important thing was protecting the husband's son, along with the other children, from becoming the insane family had sacrifices. She
overcame her sadness with the parental urge to protect children from sorrow.
I was gonna say that. Okay. It seemed about
You're
Kirie.
drinking.
I finished drinking. It was just for a second. Come on. It seemed about Kirie and Kraus were strong enough to forget about their grief, if only for the time being. They would let their tears flow later. In order to protect their children, they had to act.
とにかくここを脱出しよう。相当古い牢屋のようだ。なんとか鉄格子を破れないだろうか。室内をくまなく探して脱出手段。
ここにはガラクタがいろいろあるわ。何か役に立ちそうな道具とか落ちてないかしら。武器になるものがあるかもしれないし、鉄格子を破れるものがあるかもしれない。
Here pulled a lighter from her pocket. She herself didn't smoke, but she kept one tucked away in her pocket to light Rodolph's cigarettes. It was an extremely valuable source of light for staying in this dim dungeon.
シャノンはキリエさんを手伝い、室内を探索。カノンは私と一緒に鉄格子の具合を確かめてみよう。これだけ古い牢屋だ。ひょっとするとガタが来ているかもしれない。私は何をお手伝いしましょうかな。体力を温存していてください。やがてここに親父殿が現れるだろう。親父殿に言葉が届くのは南條先生だけです。ある意味、南條先生に我々の命は握られているかもしれない。私の言葉などもう届きはせんでしょう。申し訳ないが、そのお役には立てそうにない。
なら、南條先生のお医者としての知識を貸してください。人間を即座に混沌させるような毒って存在するのかしら？
Probably.
人間を即座にどういうことですか？
私たちは落とし穴に落とされてあの混乱している場で、私たちはそうだったろうと信じた。でも、この地下牢の広さを測ってみては、この地下牢があの食堂の地下というのはありえない。
どうしてありえないってわかるんですか？
姉さんはバカだな。
Oh, Canon. Oh, you said one thing. What's this? Okay. Canon, this is your first phrase. You're saying in like hours of game, and this is what you're saying. Okay.
この地下牢は食堂に比べて狭すぎる。
その通り。1番目に落とされたのは2番目が私。クラウス兄さんはこの部屋に落ちてきた時、その場を動いたかしら？
お恥ずかしながら落下の痛みでうめいていたよ。そのすぐ傍らにキリエさんがすぐに落ちてきたんだ。
食堂でのクラウス兄さんと私の立ち位置と落下時の
確かに言われてみれば、その次に落ちたのは私だから、お二人の位置関係はよく覚えている。
You know that your explanation doesn't make any sense, Kyrie, because Kraus literally said, Kyrie-san came crashing down next to me, so you know that it was immediate. Just saying.
食堂でのお二人の間の距離はこの部屋よりもあったかもしれない。
私たちは落とし穴に落ちてダイレクトにここに落下した。集合する下水道管みたいに一度集められてからここに落ちたわけじゃない。落下は一瞬だったでしょ？そんな凝った排水管みたいな穴を転がされた覚えはないわ。
確かに落とし穴では説明がつかんな。おかしな話だ。
それとキリエ様のおっしゃる人間を即座に混沌させる。
This doesn't make sense the way Kraus explained it.
キリエ様は多分食堂に落とし穴なんかなかったと考え。
しかし現に私たちは落ちたぞ。
落とし穴に落ちたような気がする。無理もないわ。そうとしか例えられない体験だったから。
つまりこうおっしゃいたいわけです。私たちは落とし穴に例えば毒矢のようなもので撃たれ瞬時に意識を失い、そのまるで落とし穴に落ちたよと思い込んでしまっているのかもしれないと。なるほど。食堂に無数の落とし穴が仕掛けられていて、我々がそれに何十年も気づかず食事をしていたとするよりは、
Human theory.
よほど説得力のある話だ。
Human theory.
Human theory. Maybe one could say that what they mean by falling, they fell on the ground because they were like dragged. Okay, that's what they mean,
Yeah.
probably.
Yes.
And then they were moved because they were dragged.
Yes.
Yes. But
So
didn't they see the opening under them?
I don't think they had the time. The only one who
yes.
could argue this is Kiri herself, because I remember there being a description of her noticing.
Yes, and avoiding it.
And avoiding it.
But okay, let's say that the person falling into the pit did not see its own pit, but other people looking at them would have probably seen something.
I could argue that in that moment everyone was way more concentrated on their own survival chances.
Yes, but I think you would notice an opening being created where none was. Even if you didn't want to.
It would depend. Also, remember that dining hall is really big.
Right, that's true. I am thinking in normal house size, but if I think in a huge mansion like that size, it could be just for a fraction of a second, and you could be very far away from one another. So yeah.
So even if Kiriev wanted, let's say, right, maybe Kraus was on the opposite side of the table,
and
on the other end of the room.
Yeah.
How could she see?
Yeah, it could be.
He could see him fall, but she wouldn't see.
See where? Okay, it makes sense. It could have just been. It could have just fallen to the ground. Yeah. To see how much time has passed. Okay, so.
22時40分くらいね。
僕の時計もそうなってる。つまり僕たちは食堂での大騒ぎから十数分も時間を経過させ。
私の時計も同様だ。我々が混沌させられてどこかへ担ぎ込まれたと仮定する。
10 minutes? I mean, with enough people, it's a long time. With all of the goats? Yeah, I mean, you could do it. It's enough time, I'd say.
Yes.
It depends on how many people did that.
やはり我々は食堂の真下へ落とし穴で落とされたとか。
時計の針なんていくらでもいじれるわ。
That's true.
私たちが気絶している間に全員の時計を巻き戻したのかもしれない。その可能性がなかったことは証明不能よ。
Okay, this is devil's proof again?
I think so.
混沌させる毒にせよ。私たちは用心するに越したことはないというわけですな。
それで南條先生、混沌させる毒は存在するんですか？
それは桐江さんの論法と同じですな。私の知らない未知の毒物にそういう効用のものがないとは証明できません。
I love this stuff.
Okay, yeah, I mean, reasonable.
Yes.
That it could be, but I mean, probably exists.
用心に越したことはないということね。
The only thing that I would have to say about that is that they would feel very drowsy about the drug, even after waking up.
if it's a compound that they don't know, it could be that someone brewed it so that there were no side effects whatsoever. How can you know?
Yes, but something... When you wake up from sleeping, you are like drowsy for a little bit, okay? So, for like even 30 seconds, it could be anytime.
I mean, when they were trying to find their surroundings at the beginning, it looked like they were drowsy.
Yeah, but from a drug, it could be much more... Usually, it's much more strong than that. But maybe I'm just...
No. Your reasoning is correct. I'm just playing the...
You're playing on the witch side, I know. But I'm just saying... I know that you're playing on the witch side. So I'm just saying that if I have to explain it on the human side, I am saying yes, it's possible, but the thing is, there's no way they had no... I'm not saying side effects, because it could be that you have no side effects. It could be just a normal sleep drug that could work for like even an hour, or just an hour, 30 minutes, whatever you want. But when you wake up, you would feel drowsy, at least a bit.
You're gonna have so much fun later on.
Unless there's a magical drug that I don't know about, usually that's of this world, of this game world, that's like that. And yes, okay, that's probably it. Also, Kinzo, I recall they called him alchemist, so it could have made something like that, honestly. So it could be anything. However, if I have to explain what I have in my hands, that's what I can say.
ごめんなさい。無駄な質問だったわ。ただ、私の仮説により、この地下牢が食堂の真下とは限らないという可能性は示唆できたと思う。
By the way, Kiri's reasoning is perfectly logical. I see why she's saying that.
なるほど。広大な森の中のどこかに隠されていると、親父殿の隠し屋敷の地下牢に運び込まれている可能性もある。
Oh, so you know. Now you acknowledge it, while earlier was, oh no, that thing doesn't exist. Or Kuadorian? No, what are you talking about? I have no idea. No, that is not true.
No?
That is not true.
No.
In the forest, haha, that's just a fairy tale. What are you talking about? And now? Oh yeah, they've mentioned that this is the forest.
そこを脱出して外へ出ればそれもわかる。それを詮索するのはここから出てからでもいいだろうな。
その通りね。本当にごめんなさい。さっきから無駄な質問と詮索ばかりだわ。
いや、とても頼もしいよ。今後も何かに気づいたら教えてくれたまえ。ここを脱出する何かのヒントになるかもしれない。ルドルフからいつも聞かされていた。君の発想にはいつも驚かされ、時には重要なヒントにもなると。君がここにいてくれるのは不幸中の幸いだ。
ありがとう。私もルドルフさんに聞いてるわ。クラウス兄さんは普段は威張っているけれど、いざという時は責任感にあふれる頼りがいのある
さすがにそれは世辞が過ぎるね。くそ。それにしても頑丈な鉄格子だ。カノンの方はどうかね。
That was a good scene.
こちらも全く。
Don't you have a sword cannon? Wait, where's your magic sword?
They haven't shown them here yet.
Yes, but it's furniture. You should have that thing.
Not a servant who is permitted to wear the one eagle emblem on them. No, a furniture. It's furniture.
It's what he says. That's why I'm saying that. Also, we know that it's magic or stuff. It's a chair. It's a fucking chair. this
never
meme
going
that
to
this
stop being
meme
funny.
that canon is a shirt. It's never gonna stop being fun. Never.
Wait, have we talked about that video? When
Yeah,
we were
you showed
live?
me. You showed me the video.
Okay, wait. I showed Pixel a video of the Umineko anime opening,
grown horribly, and
I swear that canon is a chair. I saw that.
in that video that's seen with Jessica, there's like there's the couples. There's like Shannon and George, and then there's Jessica and the chair.
And the chair.
But not even an elaborate chair, it's just one of those very normal wooden chair. The most normal wooden chair you can imagine. That's canon. What's canon?
What's canon? The typical wooden chairs in elementary school animes where the schools are in like very rural places.
Yeah, it's like a normal... Imagine a normal kitchen wooden chair. That's it.
That's it.
Literally that. So yeah, I said it before watching that video, and I'm gonna say it again. And now I'm gonna say it even more. Canon's a chair.
Canon's a chair. You can continue. Sorry.
There were a few parts that could be twisted, and a few enough space to rattle a little bit around in it, but it couldn't be broken with human strength alone. However, there was still hope if we could find some kind of lever-like tool. It was still too far to get yet. The shit and the light were hanging in the balance. Even if there was no hope, they couldn't stop their struggle. And if it was better for them to act this way. If they were to stop, there is no doubt they'd once again be overcome by the grief for losing their loved ones and curl up, clutching on their knees. That was my cursor between loved and once, and I thought it was a comma. Okay.
Oh.
Kirieさんたちの方はどうかね。何か見つかったかね。
握って隠せる程度の石ころは見つかるわ。こんなものでも武器にはなるかも。さすがに鉄格子を削り取ることは無理でしょう。シャノンちゃんはどう？
いいえ、何も。
That's a phone.
これ電話です。
Okay. It's actually
繋が
there.
ってるわけもないわ。でもコードは何かを縛ったり武器にも使える。壊して分解すれば金属部品を取り出せるわ。クラス兄さん、鉄格子を開ける鍵穴はもちろんあるわよね。
Ah,
だいぶ
I
鍵
see.
穴の大きい大時代針金のようなものでいじれば
Probably.
騙せるかもしれないな。
Lockpick, one of those old locks is pretty easy.
電話の金属部品で何か代用できるかもしれない。その電話、武器になるわね。
I can say because I did it once in one of very. Don't ask. It was necessary. I did not lockpick any stranger house. It wasn't It was in my grandaunt's house. It was a very old door, and the key wasn't working, so I had to lockpick that freaking door.
I see.
Door has been changed after that, but it was like super easy to do that.
投資と同じだよ。情報は武器だ。
Cross and Kira laughed together how they hadn't even thought of using their phones as a means of communication.
何やってんの、姉さん。
その電話つながってるかなって思って。
They have Pushan. They have those huge phones from the 80s. Those one that are as heavy as a brick, probably.
Probably.
I mean, trying wouldn't be bad, Shannon.
バカだな、姉さん。
Whisper.
あれ
At that point, Shannon let out a small surprised cry.
キリエ様、この電話つながってます。
Okay.
See? Was a good idea. It was like when people move out of an office, taking everything with them, leaving only the telephone behind. That's the feeling the phone gave off, having been left in the corner of the cell. The cord was wound up into a coil, the tip of it being swallowed by the wall. And just looking at it, there was no reason to assume that it wasn't hooked up. But to think actually was. Kira took the receiver from Shannon and pressed it into her ear. Certainly, the electric hum of a phone was a familiar sound. And this phone was certainly live. Remember that thunderstorm?
話がうますぎる。盗聴されているんじゃないのかね。
そんな細工するくらいなら普通は電話線を切断するわ。連中が本気で見落とした可能性が高い。気づかれたら今度こそ電話線を切断されるかもしれないわ。警察への通報を盗聴されて何も困ることはないのだし。
Surely that was true. The point of a wiretap is to overhear some important piece of information. But the way things were right then, she couldn't think of a single thing that would come up in conversation to the outside world that might be troublesome to have overheard. Kira instantly concluded that it was more likely to be a mistake on Kinzo's part than a trap.
確かに一理あります。外線は確か0番からだ。
カノ君、私は電話するから、あなたは外の様子を伺って誰かが近づいてくる気配があったら知らせて。
はい。
Kano raced up toward the iron bar, silenced his breathing and strained his ears. As everyone present watched, Kira dial 1110, which is the police in Japan, if I recall. However, she pushed the hook down and redialed many times. It didn't seem to be working very well.
外線は0番から ?110 番は0110じゃないの？うまくかからない。
貸したまえ。私が。
Cross to the receiver in Kira's place and tested various things. But in the end, they were unable to notify the police. The phone itself was definitely live, but the circuit was apparently cut somewhere. Did this mean that they were not so naive?
やっぱり無理ですか。
敵も甘くはないってことね。
Kira let out a deep sigh, leaned against the wall, and hung her head for a while. As cool thinking as she was, for a brief moment she may actually have had the naive hope that the phone might actually work. She sneered at herself mockingly for holding on to that naive hope for even a single moment. Then she remembered just what was happening here. Truth be told, even after being shown a scene like that right before her eyes, or rather, exactly because of that, she still couldn't think of any gruesome mass murder as something real. It was less that she couldn't believe it, and more that she didn't want to. I mean, it may look surreal if you're there. Ushimi Kinzo killed 6 family members. Some strange witch-like, demon-like people. Accurate description, actually. Right out of thin hair. And with something like magic. Began to kill people one after another. It just also screwed up. Even though she definitely saw it, there was no way she could accept that spectacle.
そんなことあるわけがない。あれはきっとお父様の友人か何か。
Well, you're technically right.
それがあらかじめ食堂のどこかに隠れていて、手品的に突然姿を現して私たちを驚かせただけなんだわ。
What about the magic arrow, though?
そう考えなくちゃ、あのめちゃくちゃを説明できない。
But when the 6 had their heads blown apart, a golden arrow had flown around and around the room. Oh, there's a bug. Look.
See that, yeah.
There's like 2 text box, one over the other. They truly look like magic. Was that another thing we just saw wrong? There's no way it was magic. It was definitely some kind of setup. Since those heads were smashed, There's no doubt it was some kind of explosive. What was that? That was completely bugged. Okay.
Yes.
For example, a styrene toy play like they sell at a candy store, painted gold, and with a powerful explosive loaded into the end of it. Okay. However, the thought of it seemed to be flying about at random. Kino could imagine that after being fired 6 times, each time had perfectly hit the victim square in the head, one after another. Couldn't be that the world is a computer-controlled system for finding and hitting targets, making it a high-tech styrene plane on the same level as guided missile, right?
そんなバカバカしい仕掛けを膨大な私費を投じて作らせたと
So when Kinzo? Probably.
Probably.
あのおかしな余興のために
Yeah, what?
Wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. For that insane sideshow? Yes.
お父様ならやりかねないって
Yeah.
Called it.
A number of mysterious people appear out of thin air. 6 people had their heads demolished by a mysterious golden flying object. And then the 5 of us were locked away in a mysterious dungeon by a mysterious set of pitfalls, or else put into sleep by some fainting poison dart. Say mysterious one more time. The family conference started a bit after 10 p.m. That's okay, don't worry. Just don't sing it too much because it's the MCA.
Oh, right, sorry.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
It's only been a bit more than 30 minutes since then. Most likely, even though I witnessed it myself. That event took place in such a short period of time, so I still can't understand it, and I still can't come to grips with it. For argument's sake, even if we did get a hold of the police, it would probably be impossible for anybody to accurately explain what we saw. Even though I just saw it now, my brain's fried, and I have no confidence in what I saw myself. Kira tried the hardest to cheer herself out of the overwhelming confusion to just hold on to her sanity. Carl started to become desperate, hitting the hook multiple times and resetting the dial. Carl has also been feigning composure, but he was unable to hide his panic. The more he tried the dial, the more the pretense of serenity peeled away. I don't know what's going on anymore. Kiryu couldn't help but pray that the event that had just occurred were a dream. At that time, the look on Cross's face changed.
呼び出してるぞ。コール音がする。本当ですか、クラウスさん。なるほどな。親父め、警察に連絡されまいと外部への電話線は切断したらしいが、内線が切断し損ねている。
But failed to sever the internal line.
内線
So where are you calling?
クラウスさんはどこにかけているの
The children?
ゲストハウスだ。ジェシカたちの部屋の内線番号。
Okay, yeah. But, I mean...
もしもし、私だ。お前は誰か？ゴーダか？ジェシカはいるか？無事か？
Oh, it's gonna stop here? No?
旦那様、ご無事でよかった。はい、ジェシカお嬢様たちも皆さんご無事です。
父さんなの？無事でよかった。母さんは無事なの？そこにいるの？
I think she's partly a little bit all over the dining room.
Yes.
Oh, I clicked by mistake. Crash choked on his words. Crash had clearly seen Natsui had Crash, had seen her killed right before his eyes. Eventually, he was going to have to tell that to Jessica. However, Kraus began to fret over whether he should tell her now or not, and lost his words. But even that was an answer under the circumstances.
母さんはわからない。無事を祈ろう。今はお前だけでも無事でよかった。わか
ってるよ。見て。ごめん。
Lucia's voice was filled with tears. Kraus was certain now. Jessica and the rest had her everything, start to finish, after meeting up with Goda and Kumasawa at the guest house. When they learned that 6 people had been killed, they must have been anxious to rush over to the dining hall. Luckily, he'd been able to call before they stormed off towards the mansion. Cross was relieved at his good timing during such a tragedy.
ここには今、キリエさんと南條先生、それにシャノンとカノンがいる。地下牢のようなところに閉じ込められているが、心配するな。こっちは父さんたちでなんとか。
どこ？助けに行く。
Yeah, where? Good question.
あいにく、私たちにもここがどこだか食堂の真下だと思っているが、そうでない。とにかくジェシカ、そこを出てはならん。ゴーダたちから経緯は聞いているか？
Wait, ask him the time.
That would have been a good idea.
Why?
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
Ah, that wouldn't have been. I thought I heard.
No, that
see.
would have been. No.
Actually, we know that the time is right because when Maria woke up, it was like 10 p.m. Around that time. It was 10:30. They said it clearly. I remember it clearly.
Yes, but that's outside of the game. Like, we are reasoning in a meta with all of the information that we have. Inside of the game, they don't know that.
No, it was inside the game.
No.
When Maria woke up, because there was a thunder scene and all of that, and God arrived. We know that it was
Yeah.
It was 10:30
No,
p.m.
you're right. You're right. It's just
Still
in an occasion like this, I think that asking for the time is like the least
of course.
their worries.
Of course, of course, it's not like a really urgent thing you have to ask. But I am like Tolkien because I'm outside of the situation. But if I was there, I would probably that wouldn't probably be my first question to ask.
Tell me the time.
Tell me the time. But we know that the moment God arrived, it was like 10:30. So if it's 40 minutes past 10 here for them, it must have been 10 minutes after Goda and Kumasawa arrived. If the clocks is right, at least. But that would make sense with the time.
No.
おじい様は今正常な状態にない。出くわせは危険だ。殺されるかもしれない。
Was he ever in a sane state of mind? That's my actual question. Was there a point in the entirety of his life where he was sane?
Probably when he was a child.
Probably. I wouldn't be so sure about that though.
私たちを助けに来ようなどと絶対に思ってはならんぞ。こっちはこっちで何とかする。
じゃあ私たちはどうすればいいの？小さな目。よくも母さんたちをあの死に損ないぶっ殺してやる。
ジェシカ、そんな言葉を使ったら母さんが悲しむぞ。
I don't think so, but okay.
レディーはそんな言葉を使うもんじゃない。とにかくお前たちは身の安全を最優先。ゲストハウスを戸締まりするんだ。しかし過信はできない。1階のラウンジの大窓は破られるかもしれない。その部屋にとどまりベッドを立てかけてバリケード。その部屋にはトイレも冷蔵庫もあるな。明日の朝までは籠城できるはずだ。いいな。くれぐれも物騒なことは母さんの仇を取ろうなんて絶対に考えるんじゃ。相手を刺激せず隠れてやり過ごすことだけを考えるんだ。
分かったよ、父さん。
After that, Goda took the phone. Was firmly told to supervise the kids well, as an adult. Goda, with his face covered in a cold sweat, repeatedly replied, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." In an excessively tense voice. From there, Kiryu took the receiver and spoke with Butler. When Shannon and Cannon got their turn, George and Jessica answered. Following that pattern, Anjo and Komasawa picked it up as well, so that all members of both sides took the receiver in turn, confirming that everyone was safe for now, even if the location was unknown, and encouraging each other, coming to an understanding of the current situation for both sides. They wanted to talk forever, but now was not the time to chat. Cross explained that they would be hanging out for now, and those in the guests has consented. With that, the phone call ended. Goda and the rest of the men quickly descended to the first floor, closed the shutters, and secured the sturdy locks on the door. However, just as Kels had worried, there was nothing that could be done about the beautiful wide window on the first floor lounge. If someone broke that, it would be easy to get inside. It wouldn't be hard for someone like Kinzo, who hadn't hesitated at committing murder to invade the first floor. Can't they, like, block that door, that room?
They could, I guess, but that depends if there's a single door to the.
Yeah,
room.
it must depend. It depends on many things, but yeah, I mean, it could be a possibility.
自ら密室に閉じこもらざるを得ないのは苦しいところだけど、相手が銃を持っていたらそれしか。
親方様は実銃のコレクションを。
Oh, they are getting the guns now?
そう。あれは銃だ。銃だったんだ。だとしたら
No.
恐ろしい威力の銃だ。
They're just talking about the ribbons.
Ah, okay.
とても太刀打ちはできません。
頭を砕くなんてすげえ威力だぜ。マグナム弾とかそういう類のやつかもな。下手な扉なら平気で貫通するかもしれねえな。
だとすればますますに部屋に籠城するべき。ベッドを立てかけて窓も塞ごう。そこまですればいくら銃を持っていても踏み込むことはできないはず。
くそ、そんな受け身な防戦一方しか。くっしょー、うちの親父に上等を決めてくれて桐江さんまで捕まえたなんて。こいつは高くつくぞ、クソじじいめ。
無理です。あんな連中に太刀打ちできるわ。しかも親方様だけでなく手下も何人も。あるいはあんな連中がもっといるかも。あいつらは一体何なんだ。
Rudolph was filled to the brim with the urge to get revenge for Rudolph, and to rush out of air to save Kyrie. But just by looking at how terrified Goda was, there was no doubt in him that it would be reckless.
兄貴だって悔しいだろ。なのにここで籠城なんて。
もちろんさ。僕だって悔しい。両親を殺されて冷静でいられるわけがない。でもだからこそ冷静にならなくちゃいけない。僕たちが無駄に命を落とすようなことを殺さ思うわけがない。せめて子供だけは逃げ延びてほしいと願ってるはずだ。だから僕はそして警察に通報し全てを暴く。仇は法廷が取る。それが僕の復讐だ。差し違えてでも仇を取ってほしいなんて、親たちが望んでいるわけもない。
Of course.
そうだろう。
そうだな、兄貴の言う通りだぜ。ちくしょう、クソじじいめ。何、俺たちがそのための生贄だって言うなら意地でも逃げ切ってその儀式を台無しにしてやるぜ。
それでいいよ。それにバトラ君にはまだキリエさんがいる。僕にだってシャノンがいる。とにかく慎重に行動してチャンスを待とう。僕たちの不用意な行動は囚われの彼らに不利益を与える可能性だってあるんだから。
人質でも じい様はきっとキリエさんたちを生贄にするために捕らえたわけだろう。俺たちが助けなきゃ殺されるのを待つだけじゃないのか。
彼らが捕らえられている地下牢がどこにあるかもわからない。シャノンもカノン君も、もちろんゴーダさんも熊沢さんも知らなかった。おじい様だけしか知らない秘密の場所にある可能性が極めて高い。
Definitely not in Kuwadorian.
そんな状況下でうろうろと歩き回るのは自殺行為だよ。
わかってる。それでもくそ、俺たちはここで何かが起こるまで。
Yes.
バトラ様のお気持ちはわかりますが、ここは安全第一で参りましょう。旦那様の話では相当古い牢屋らしいので、なんとか鉄格子を破れるかもしれない。今は信じて待つ方が賢明です。
おじい様の手下が何人もいて、みんな武装しているんだよね。
Yeah, you could say it like that.
ええ、そうです。そして多分みんな武装を。
Gotta heard had been able to say that Kinzo had comrades with him, but hadn't been able to mention that they were mostly young women like witches who had used strange magic to murder. I mean, who would believe that? If he said it, it would only have cast doubt on his sanity. Not only that, he himself still couldn't understand what he had seen and was doubting his own sanity. Regardless of sex or appearance, regardless of whether it was done with a magic or a gun. The fact that those girls had followed Kinzo's order and killed 6 people in an instant was an unshakable truth. If that group came to attack the guest house as well, what would happen? Skulls in the doors and windows like these were surely meaningless.
Have you ever done that, let's say, game, like Hunger Games simulator online?
No.
Ever used it? There's basically, wait, one step before that. Do you know Hunger Games?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Imagine an Hunger Games simulator online where you can put all of the people that you want in all of the different districts, and you make a generator taking the characters and making them do moves, random moves and stuff until only one remains, right? And there's one of the possible moves that you can get. Person X doubts his own sanity.
Okay.
So I read that and I was like, oh, that's the simulator.
I see. Have a good night, Astra. Thank you for passing by.
We should probably go soonish as well.
Yeah. Should we stop here or?
I think it could be a good point because I kinda know what happens next, and it's gonna be an explanation sort of stuff. Oh, assuming that the next scene is the one that I'm thinking about.
It's strange that people as that, and we haven't still seen the description for that.
It's because also wait, no one saw the actual bodies.
Yes, I mean it makes sense.
No one saw the bodies, and Beatrice didn't announce anyone's death in Bread, except for Sakutaro. Fuck. Oh, wait, have we read Gap?
Yes, we have read Gap last time.
Okay, right. Sorry.
Yeah, she said she's the one that hide the keys and the bags during busy morning. Yes, it's her fault if I cannot stamp that stuff when I'm in a hurry. So yeah.
Okay.
And there was also another one of this. She's new. She's probably the broken bunny.
Can you tap one more?
Oh wait, you mean on? Wait.
The sisters. Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just 45. We got 45 a lot.
Wait, 45, a lot of them. Is it random every time I click? Okay. Is that why?
I think it is random. I think it is random, yes. I wanted to ascertain that.
It is definitely random because there's no order. Is it the same with the...
Yes.
No, I think they have an order.
Yeah. No.
No, they're...
We got Belphegor 2 times in a row.
Yeah, no order.
Yeah,
Okay.
see,
Yeah.
no order.
They're random, that's why. I mean, being 3 of them, it's easy to get
All of them.
the
yes.
same twice in a row. Did they all have the pentagon? Not the ghost, they do not.
Yeah, I was looking at it as well, but only
Only
the siester
sister and the stakes. They have
yes.
it. No one else.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, did I save?
Please save again. Please come again.
Okay, everyone. We are going. Because it's getting late.
Yay.
Yay. Thank you everyone for being here. And what you gonna do next time, Opie?
But on Thursday I'm gonna draw, probably.
Draw.
Drawing stream after a while. Yay.
Drawing it. Opie the other
Drawing.
artist is gonna draw.
Probably Beatrice.
Probably Beatrice.
Probably Beatrice.
You know, there's have you ever it came into my mind because of this game and the drawing. Do you know Alan Moore? It's a writer.
I think I heard of them.
It's the one that made Watchmen, the Watchmen comic, and also
okay.
the League of the Extraordinary Gentlemen. He made all the V for Vendetta also. Is he in?
Okay.
He made amazing comics. Okay, he says that he's a wizard himself because he creates things, and he said whoever creates stuff is a wizard or a witch or whatever.
Technically, both you and I could be a witch and wizard, or a wizard. Sorry, sorcerer of creation. Because we do have a season and we do roleplay with them.
Oh, is that how it works?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Technically, in terms of how it works, this is what Mario does with Sakotaro, right?
Yes, of
in
course.
the human world, at least.
Of course, it makes sense. It makes sense.
So we could be that kind of thing.
It could be. It makes sense. Okay, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in a bit in a PixelBit. My next stream is gonna be in 2 days, and we're gonna have Beware We Are Sorcerer, Witches and Wizards. Yes, of course. That's gonna be Mario Galaxy in 2 days, and also Friday, because I want to play the game. Thank you for being here. Have a good night, and bye-bye.
Bye.